Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Shadowhunters Season 3, Episode 6, A Window into an Empty Room. After last week's episode, I still think Magnus has a lot to answer for. Handing over potions like that, you do not do that casually, so I really hope that's something that comes up later on in the season, at least, that he feels bad for how lax he was in just handing over a potion that could ruin someone's life. I'm looking forward to this episode because I love Shadowhunters. It's one of my absolute favourite shows and I'm always looking forward to it, but the way it ended with JACE, there's not an upside to that plotline, so I'm kind of like resigned to how depressing that's going to be and hard to watch, but I can't wait. I do love this show, so let's go. Delightful.
My girlfriend grew up near the Jersey Shore too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Maya's actually gonna be in town tomorrow. We should get lunch. I mean, she's been dying to meet you.
She's not going to want to do that,
we can see a
Simon.
movie.
Why are we seeing Simon home alone? If she wasn't such a psycho, I'd feel bad for her with the way he's rejecting her.
Every relationship is complicated. Perhaps ours wouldn't seem so daunting if you would have been with at least one person before me.
Oh, so what, I should go sow my oats?
You're putting words in my mouth, that's not...
And you're twisting this into something that it isn't. I'm not a child, Magnus.
Then stop acting like one.
They were having such a nice breakfast for a moment.
If anyone can make it work, it's you two.
I'm just here to see my children.
So it happened already.
This woman is Alec Lightwood's mother. Allowances can be made.
It's fine.
Hey,
I love this security dude.
as long as I'm in charge,
He's not
Nurse Light
evil.
was allowed the
Where's Jace?
Oh.
I've been through all these care of the
So
things
even
that
Luke
we
wants them to keep it a secret now.
Last thing he needs is for his treatment to be interrupted. I have another
He's
job
not
for
having
you.
his treatment, Clary. Oh, that's what she thinks he
Whatever you
is.
need, my queen.
Not okay.
The blood sacrifice is almost complete.
I want to kill her myself.
32
I will.
No. I don't like this. Like, I feel genuinely uncomfortable.
I know you're in there. Jace Herondale. I know you're suffering. When
Feel
I'm
sick?
done using you.
I'm extremely... There's so much about this plotline that makes me feel ill. I'm like uncomfortable and unhappy for Jace. He's been used and abused his entire life, and now this is happening, and no one knows right now that it's happening to even try and help him. And I have to process these other plot lines. It would be one thing if Heidi was sane and not murdering people, but I think she's
part of this mess. The least you could do is give me
Have to do now.
I do feel really bad for her, and this did not happen in the books. Being a mother in this show, you do not get the same life you had in the books, that's for sure. I just want to protect him from all of this.
Hey, what are you
Oh
doing?
gosh.
I thought you were at the Silent City.
Yeah, I was. I completed my treatment.
Aww.
Since when do you take walks?
Just clearing my head.
Alec, notice something! He's being convincing,
forget
but
about it.
notice something!
It was a success.
So you're
Aw.
finally clear for duty?
Yes, I am.
Oh god, no.
Jace. It worked.
Oh god, no.
So good.
We can talk later. I don't get caught up in the op center.
Notice something! Jace wouldn't just do that, Clary.
Yeah?
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm great. We'll talk later.
Notice something, Clary. He's not okay. He's not okay, Clary. I'm counting on you. Counting on you. Oh yeah, she's got Raphael's phone, hasn't she, I think? Heidi.
What's her name?
Don't tell her. She'll
I actually
try
have to
to
go
kill
now,
her.
but
Yeah. I need her to tell him she's worried about Jace, and he can bloody figure out what he did.
Blood just clawed my chest.
And to get a sliver of her soul.
I tried to tell Jace about
Figure it out,
what's
Magnus,
here.
please.
He was acting.
They can
Oh, it's
be
gonna-
exasperating, can't they?
Bloody bias while it's going through with Alec right now and not realise what he did.
Sometimes, look, Jace has been through a lot.
He
He
has.
probably just needs
And he's going through even more right now. Sorry, I'm just crying about Jace, I can't.
Brother Zachariah says he's willing to
Brother Zachariah!
tonight.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I'm just glad I'm back to normal.
no, he's not. He's looking out, still hunting. I don't like this. I mean, oh. Maybe I'll enjoy rewatches of this plotline, but I'm just so stressed.
Always. Thank you. If there's a silver lining.
What friend?
Friend, wait, you have a new boyfriend?
Oh
Why
no,
am I the last
Jace is
one
going to
you
pick
know?
him because he's a doctor. I knew something was going to happen with him, whether with the plotline.
You all have to promise to behave yourselves.
Us?
What?
I wish this was just a nice family dinner, and the only bad thing was that Mary's been in room. No, this was very much going to happen. Oh gosh.
Can't wait to meet him.
They've got to figure out what's wrong with Jace soon. So at least we're on the path to fixing it, even if it's going to be a long path.
Pediatric. Not everybody heals as fast as Isabel.
Yeah.
Isabel's told me about the family business.
What exactly did she tell you?
Is the jewelry thing a secret?
Oh, jewelry. She told you we're jewelers.
We prefer to think of ourselves as artists.
Well, you should try blinking every once in a while. You're starting to freak people out. Thank you.
It was up. A chance for me to be a better person.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Well, you look just as lovely now as you did then.
They're not setting something up between these two, are they?
But there is nothing you two can't work out.
Exactly, Clary.
Magnus Bane.
Brother Zachariah?
That is a tale for another day. They may hold a clue
Very
to
nice
your
to see you.
creature's identity. Any friend of Will Herondale is a friend of mine.
Herondale.
We both were close with Jace's ancestor.
Oh, because they're going to find out.
Did you help?
Jace Herondale never came to the
Yes!
Silent City.
Figure it out! Figure it out!
And you are, because you're an awesome daughter.
Also, she thinks Isabel's the girlfriend.
And she went rogue. Attacked a
killed
blood truck,
mundanes.
killed a mundane. She even tried to kill me.
How's it going? I'm good. You want to step outside?
No.
Maybe grab some fresh air.
No problem.
No, don't go with him. Normally, he'd be
Isabel.
the greatest. Jace! It's even worse that they pointed out that he's definitely in there suffering, and I just want to cut up in a ball
Liz and I had our first
and not
date
watch
here.
anymore. Just being a really supportive friend.
Whatever you're feeling, it's okay.
I love this
Don't
guy.
be so hard on yourself.
He's gonna die, isn't he? She also shiny and yellow? He's got options now. He can branch out and choose whichever one's
So
easiest.
you think they're gathering somewhere up out of here? It's been done, you ready?
Gosh, don't leave right now. Please don't leave right now. Well, Luke, catch him and say, "Hey, Jace, how are you?" Right? Luke. Oh dear. I don't want this to happen.
From the Praetor Lupus. It's an organization that helps downworlders. They're here to...
Good, that is what she needs.
If you...
It's what, maybe they can actually help her.
Why doesn't it feel like it?
Just think about the two mundanes at least that she's killed.
There's an explanation.
No, there's
Maybe
not.
even a good one.
We're supposed to be in this.
It was a terrible explanation.
You don't.
And currently Magnus is the blamed part of it.
Wait. You said Jace was acting cold towards you earlier.
Yes.
Attached. As if he didn't have any feelings.
Yes!
for you anymore.
I don't know. I guess.
Please.
Around the time that Jace was preparing to go to the Silent City, a woman came to see him.
Thank God,
She
Magnus.
requested an elixir that would make a person fall out of love. There's something off about her.
And so you just gave it to her!
On it right away, but what if she was simply masking her power?
So there was something off about her, so I gave her a potion that could destroy someone's... My God,
What if she was a
Magnus.
demon that a sliver of soul?
He better feel terrible about this. The fact that he admits he thought something was off with her.
Touched you instead of just kill you.
But why? Why would this woman give this elixir to Jace?
Because he's the owl.
We need to find him.
Oh. At least Magnus figured it out. He should feel guiltier about this. Oh. Well, look, you saved the doctor by walking in. To be honest, driving off would have been the best bet. I know she's a police detective and wants to try and catch him or something, but... Oh. Oh gosh. It's Jace, you know it's Jace, and now you can... Oh. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Is he gonna turn back into Jace? Oh!
Oh my God, Jace, it's you?
That was such a casual response from Clary. Oh my god, Jace. Oh! No! I'm not okay with any of this that's happening because... Oh god, and now she's gonna go for try and kill a girlfriend.
It was him all along.
Not his fault. Okay, so that was another very good episode. I think on rewatches of the show as a whole, I will enjoy this plot a lot more. I found the stuff with Jade, it just makes me feel kind of not good. I mean, all the stuff with Jason and Lilith, in particular the scenes where she's with him, they're done really well because they make my skin crawl and make me want to like kill her. But they're really hard to watch and make me feel icky. I mean, like I said, Jace as a character, as a person, has been just used and abused his entire life, and now this happening to him, and the show has made it sort of worse than it was in the book. I knew it would be worse than it was in the book because the show always manages to destroy me more than the book did, but I'm glad they finally know so they can at least be on the path to saving him or trying to fix it. Magnus was like, oh yeah, this woman came in, she wanted a potion to destroy someone else's love for a different person, and yeah, you know, she seemed really shifty, but I gave it to her. That was my whole point, Magnus. I really need them to have him be like, I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad they know, but I'm also dying inside because they know, and he's stuck in there, he can't get out, and he's suffering, and we saw Brother Zachariah. That was amazing, but I'm freaking out about that, but right now Jace is like all over my brain, and once that calms down, I will be able to freak out more about Zachariah. Heidi, Simon turning her over to the Praetor was the right thing to do, assuming they're like the Praetor in the book, because to be honest at this point she either needs to be saved or stopped, so hopefully they will be able to save her. What else happened? Maris, seeing her de-ruined was really interesting. I think as a character that would be a very different story to one she ever had in the books. So she was such a Shadowhunter, it was all she made that her entire being, so how she copes now will be very interesting. I had this thought before and it kind of looks a bit like it. I hope they're not going to set up a romance between Maris and Luke because it just doesn't happen in the books and it would be weird. But maybe I wouldn't be against it. How they did it, I don't know. But yeah, that was a really good episode. Seeing Izzy and her doctor boyfriend who's getting very suspicious. I feel like the simple thing with Mundane is they're going to get, you can't have a serious relationship with them unless you tell them about the Shadow World, which is a thing you're not supposed to do. But yes, oh Malec, of course, Malec having their mortality issues that they were always going to have at some point. They even mentioned it in season 1. It is a big thing to deal with. I think Magnus was quite dismissive of Alec. Alec has a very justified point that, you know, it's very hard in a relationship to know that for the next world it will be fine, but within 40-50 years you're going to look really different and then he's going to be really, really old. Magnus has obviously been through that with everyone he's ever come into contact with other than vampires and people, so he's not used to it. I don't think you could ever be used to it, but he's kind of emotionally aware of what it will be like and maybe how worthwhile it is. You know, Alec obviously can only sort of have the fear of how terrible it will be. So from the books we knew that was always going to be an issue for them, and I wonder how the show is going to go with that one. But yeah, it was a good episode. It was also an episode that just makes me want to go and cry for like 3 hours for Jace. So that's probably what I'm going to go and do now. So yes, thank you for watching.